Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount provides positive ankle injury update. Mason Mount provided a fresh update as he eyes a return from an ankle injury picked up during the Club World Cup final against Palmeiras last weekend. Mount was kept out of Chelsea's 1-0 win over Crystal Palace in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon but posted a picture of himself in the medical room at Cobham, with the caption, "Loading." He is continuing his recovery as he eyes a return to action as soon as possible ahead of a massive week for Thomas Tuchel's side. Chelsea face Lille in the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie on Tuesday night at Stamford Bridge, before heading to Wembley for the Carabao Cup final on Sunday afternoon against Liverpool. Mount is expected to miss the Lille clash, but is hoping to return in time for the cup final next weekend. Tuchel provided an update prior to the victory against Crystal Palace to confirm Chelsea will try hard to get the England international fit for the trip across the capital when they eye their third piece of silverware so far this season. "We will push for the League Cup final," Tuchel told the media earlier this week. "We will push. He has injured ligaments in the very first minutes of the final, unfortunately. Champions League seems to be very, very close. We will try hard for the League Cup final." Emerson Palmieri explains decision behind Lyon's stay after Chelsea January approach. Emerson joined the League One outfit for the 2021-22 season and has been a standout for Peter Bosz's side. However, due to Chelsea's injury problems at wing-back, they tried to recall the Italy international last month. Thomas Tuchel's side eyed a recall for the left-back as their preferred course of action to deal with the season-ending injury to Ben Chilwell. But Lyon wouldn't budge despite Chelsea's offer of paying them compensation to terminate the loan deal, which does include an option to buy this summer. Emerson remained in France while the Champions League holders had to recall Kennedy instead from his spell in Brazil at Flamengo. Now, Emerson has detailed why he didn't return to the English capital in a recent interview. He said, "I did not return to Chelsea because I promised Jorginho, Lyon's sporting director, that I would stay for a season. I am a man of my word." Emerson's future is yet to be decided, but he did admit he is happy in France, but his next step will depend on Chelsea and Lyon. He added, "I like being in Lyon, I want to be here. For next season, hard to say because depends on the clubs, but I'm happy here." West Ham midfielder and former Chelsea academy player Declan Rice has labelled Mateo Kovacic as a top player. In an interview with BT Sport, Rice was full of compliments when talking about the Croatian international. "He's incredible. I think you don't really realise how good he is until you play against him. Obviously, when you watch him, you appreciate the good footballer that he is. He can take the ball in tight areas, his dribbling ability is unbelievable, he can find a pass, control games, and is fairly quick as well. He's always been a tough opponent to play against. Every time I played against him, even in the Euros, he's done some stuff on the ball where I thought, wow, he's a top player." Kovacic signed for Chelsea on an initial loan deal from Real Madrid in 2018, before making a permanent move to West London the season after. He has amassed 168 appearances in all competitions for them since then, scoring 4 goals and assisting 12. The central midfielder came on as a substitute in his side's 1-0 win against Crystal Palace on Saturday afternoon, with Hakim Ziyesh scoring the only goal of the game in South London. Thomas Tuchel makes RubenLoftusCheek admission after Chelsea talks following Crystal Palace win. Thomas Tuchel refused to detail the conversation he had with Chelsea midfielder Ruben Loftus-Cheek at the full-time whistle following their win over Crystal Palace. The 26-year-old was brought on in a triple change for the Blues at Selhurst Park on Saturday afternoon in the 75th minute, along with Marcos Alonso and Mateo Kovacic, as Chelsea searched for a late winner. The appearance was Loftus-Cheek's 21st of the season in all competitions, and his first league minutes since December 16 following COVID-19 and an Achilles injury. When the final whistle blew, the Chelsea midfielder was caught in a conversation with Tuchel, however the Blues head coach wouldn't share what was said. "If I wanted you to know, I wouldn't have told him, I would have told you. So that's why it stays between player and coach," Tuchel responded to questions from beIN Sports over his conversation with Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek will be hoping for some more minutes in the weeks ahead after recovering from his painful injury that has kept him sidelined for several weeks. Tuchel said prior to the Crystal Palace win, he had a problem with his Achilles, very painful. The kind of inflammation, not a big injury, painful, which held him back from being on the pitch. Since we are back from Abu Dhabi, he is very strong. I can see he is free. Andreas Christensen outlines Chelsea's main focus ahead of Lille in the Champions League. Andreas Christensen says Chelsea need to focus on recovering well from their Crystal Palace win for the upcoming Champions League last 16 tie against Lille. Speaking to Chelsea TV following the Crystal Palace win, the defender admitted, "It's going to be the main focus over the next 2 days. Get in at Cobham, do our recoveries and be ready to go as much as we can. Everyone knows it's a tough period, like I said, but we are in every competition and we want to win something. This is a big chance and we're at home as well. It should be our game and our approach that defines the outcome of it." He added, "Everyone's getting on with what we have. Everyone knows it's been a tough period of time, been a bit unlucky with injuries, some long-term, some a few weeks, so it's been tough. Everyone's getting on with it. We've been traveling a lot, but no excuses. We know that this is part of it, we love it. We are in every competition, we could still take some silverware home to Stamford Bridge and that's what we are working towards." Chelsea midfielder Jorginho dreams of playing under manager Pep Guardiola. In an interview with Ale Oliveira, via Sport Witness, the Italian international revealed that he still dreams of playing under the Spanish manager in his career. I don't know if it will happen. But yeah, he's a reference. When I was a kid, watching his Barcelona win everything with Ronaldinho, Xavi, Iniesta. He was speculated to be joining Manchester City in the same summer he joined Chelsea, with the 30-year-old speaking on those links. "I wasn't supposed to come to Chelsea, man. I was supposed to have arrived at another club. Another English club. And then it happened as it happened and I arrived at Chelsea, which also, hey, with history, that's Chelsea, right, man. So with Chelsea everything happened very fast. When I saw it, I was already in London and I said, let's go." Jorginho has made 173 appearances for the Blues since he joined 3 seasons ago, with 26 goals and 5 assists to his name. Since joining the West London side he has won the Champions League, Europa League, Super Cup and Club World Cup, as well as Euro 2020 with Italy. Hakim Ziyesh refuses to complain about conditions is results key for Chelsea. The Blues beat Crystal Palace 1-0 at Selhurst Park on Saturday afternoon, with the Moroccan scoring the only goal of the match. Conditions in South London were difficult to play in due to the impact of Storm Eunice, with heavy rain and strong winds affecting play across the country. Speaking to the official Chelsea website after the game, Ziyech didn't want to use it as an excuse, despite playing in an opposite climate last week in Abu Dhabi. "It is difficult. It is not a reason to complain about. As players it is difficult to adapt every time to something new. That is what we have to do as players, take it as professionally as we can. That is what we are trying to do. At the end of the day it is all about results." Ziyech's goal against the Eagles was his 7th in all competitions so far this season, and his 6th in the Premier League since he joined in the summer of 2020. Despite the difficult playing conditions in the capital, Chelsea looked tired against Palace, with Thomas Tuchel admitting his side are exhausted after their recent travels.
That is on Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.